The 2007 Murcian regional election was held on Sunday, May 27, 2007, to elect the 7th Regional Assembly of the Autonomous Community of the Region of Murcia. All 45 seats in the Regional Assembly were up for election. The election was held simultaneously with regional elections in 12 other autonomous communities and local elections all throughout Spain. The Regional Assembly of Murcia was the devolved, unicameral legislature of the Autonomous Community of Murcia, having legislative power in regional matters as defined by the Spanish Constitution and the Murcian Statute of Autonomy, as well as the ability to vote confidence in or withdraw it from a president of the region. Voting for the Regional Assembly was on the basis of universal suffrage, which comprised all nationals over 18, registered in the region of Murcia and in full enjoyment of their political rights. The 45 members of the Regional Assembly of Murcia were elected using the d'Hondt method in a closed-list proportional representation, with a threshold of 5% of valid votes, which included blank ballots, being applied regionally. Parties not reaching the threshold were not taken into consideration for seat distribution. Seats were allocated to constituencies, which were established by law as follows. Lorca, comprising the municipalities of Lorca, Aguilas, Portalumbreras, Totana, Alhama de Murcia, Labrilla, Aledo, and Mazaran. 2. Cartagena, comprising the municipalities of Cartagena, La Union, Fuente Alamo de Murcia, Torre Pacheco, San Javier, San Pedro del Pinatar and Los Alcazars. 3. Murcia, comprising the municipalities of Murcia, Alcantarilla, Benil, Molina de Segura, Alguazas, Las Torres de Catillas, Lorca, Sudi, Cieza, Abaran, Blanca, Arquina, Ricote, Ulia, Villanueva del Rio Segura, Hoyos, Fortuna, Abanilla, and Santamara. 4. Northwest, comprising the municipalities of Caravaca, Sihujan, Calispara, Moratala, Bullas, Pliego, Mula, Albiadite, and Campos del Rio. V. Plateau, comprising the municipalities of Yecla and Jumilla. Each constituency was entitled to an initial minimum of 1 seat, with the remaining 40 allocated among the constituencies in proportion to their populations. The electoral law provided that parties, federations, coalitions, and groupings of electors were allowed to present lists of candidates. However, groupings of electors were required to secure the signature of at least 1% of the electors registered in the constituency for which they sought election. Electors were barred from signing for more than one list of candidates. Concurrently, parties and federations intending to enter in coalition to take part jointly at an election were required to inform the relevant electoral commission within 10 days of the election being called. The term of the Regional Assembly of Murcia expired 4 years after the date of its previous election. Elections to the Regional Assembly were fixed for the 4th Sunday of May every 4 years. The previous election was held on May 25, 2003, setting the election date for the Regional Assembly on Sunday, 27 May 2007. The President of the region had the prerogative to dissolve the Regional Assembly of Murcia and call a snap election, provided that no motion of no confidence was in process, no nationwide election was due, and some time requirements were met, namely, that dissolution did not occur either during the first legislative session or within the legislature's last year ahead of its scheduled expiry, nor before 1 year had elapsed since a previous dissolution under this procedure. In the event of an investiture process failing to elect a regional president within a 2-month period from the first ballot, the Regional Assembly was to be automatically dissolved and a fresh election called. Any snap election held as a result of these circumstances would not alter the period to the next ordinary election, with elected deputies merely serving out what remained of their 4-year terms. The table below lists voting intention estimates in reverse chronological order, showing the most recent first and using the dates when the survey field work was done, as opposed to the date of publication. Where the fieldwork dates are unknown, the date of publication is given instead. The highest percentage figure in each polling survey is displayed with its background shaded in the leading party's color. If a tie ensues, this is applied to the figures with the highest percentages. The lead column on the right shows the percentage point difference between the parties with the highest percentages in a given poll. When available, seat projections are also displayed below the voting estimates in a smaller font. 23 seats were required for an absolute majority in the Regional Assembly of Murcia. Color key, exit poll,